Hello? Hello? Okay, there we go. You ever have a game which you couldn't really part with? But I've been gaming for a very long time. I think it started when I first had like a PS2 at the age of 3 or something like that, and it just kind of went downhill from there. Um, but recently Hearthstone was sort of like a game that I played frequently throughout um, university, especially since it was so convenient being a mobile game and all that. So I've been playing ever since Streets of Gadgetzan, and it wasn't my intention originally, but I think I got recommended based on how I put it. I think I saw Disguised Toast playing once, so I was kind of interested in that, and that opened me up to the wider Hearthstone scene, which featured people like Haku, Trump, Legend Stuff, and a few others. But especially, it was like especially noticeable for Disguised Toast because I really enjoyed that guy's like comedy and personality, and his creativity too when it came down to making content like this. Yeah. Over the years, though, I've kind of noticed how Hearthstone's been dying. Definitely isn't as popular as it was in its heyday, but how I put it, it's still fairly functional. It's in a better state than Gwent, that's for sure. I played the hell out of that game too when it was on I put it when it first started on PC. Yeah, but Hearthstone wasn't my first trading card game. Yu-Gi-Oh started that off first, and man, was that a mistake. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh around the time of GX, and then quit around the time of 5Ds. Although 5Ds was probably the best animated series out of all of them. Just the fact that you had guys riding around on these super futuristic motorcycles in like a city that was almost out of Akira or Fist of the North Star, and playing card games on them of all things. Um, I found that kind of funny, but also pretty endearing to how far they committed to that bit. So, I guess without further ado, let's get started. The latest expansion came out sometime last week. I've been meaning to get to it, but due to scheduling, I haven't been able to. But you know what? That's okay. Okay. So, first things first, I gotta open up some packs. As you can clearly see, I have a bunch of gold saved up from playing over the past few, like on and off with the past few games, or past few series. Oh wow, that's lanky. But yeah, I've been basically playing since I wasn't here for Grand Tournament or Goblins and Gnomes, but I was here for Gadgetzan and Whispers of the Old Gods. Oh my god, Cthulhu was a menace, but even more than that, like dealing with Pirate Warrior, that was a terrible time. You either went Reno or you went dead. There was no in between. It was terrible. Although maybe you could go Jades, but it still wasn't too great. Let's see. Favorite expansion though. Knights of the Frozen Throne was pretty interesting, having the Death Knights, but you also had to deal with what was it? Cube Warlock. Oh man, I just wrecked ladder with that. It was so tedious, and most of the time my opponents quit before I actually had my proper setup in place. That was a wild time. Descent of Dragons was pretty good too. Getting Galakrond. What else is there? Yeah, everything else was kinda alright afterwards. Didn't really catch my eye too much. I guess Murder at Castle Nathria was pretty interesting. They sort of had something similar to Cthulhu because Sire Denathrius had a similar sort of win condition where the more minions of yours that died, the more it buffed it up. And you could essentially just wait like until 30 of your guys died and just instantly KO your opponent. So that was rather annoying. The upside to that is that you could easily counter it if you had like there's a card in Death Knights that can remove a card from your opponent's hand. So that was pretty fun to work around with. What else is there? I kind of like Festivals of Legends with their motive of finale. I think that's a cool way to introduce new mechanics. Actually, yeah, Hearthstone's been really good in general with creating new mechanics with each expansion, or even reviving old ones and expanding on them. It just kind of sucks how you can't really make a full deck based on that at the moment, but hopefully with time they'll be able to do so. Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of had the same thing going for them, but there's been a lot of, I guess, feature creep or bloat, where every deck is basically just one 15 card combo that instantly KOs you if you don't have the proper hand traps to counter it, which is highly unfortunate. Like, trap cards are essentially just straight up useless in that. It just feels like there's so many cards that have kind of been cast aside, even though their art design is fantastic. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure definitely has one of the more like diverse and unique styles, along with like Magic the Gathering. I've only dabbled in Magic a little bit because it was introduced to me by a friend, and what did I run? I think I ran like a variation of a white and black deck, but it was very basic, like literally using the basic cards that they give out for free. Yeah. Well, without further ado, let's get started on this. Give me all you got. I'll need to save up enough gold for next time though, because normally they release these mini sets like a month after each expansion. Yeah. I might have to run or what's it called? I have so many tickets saved up for Arena actually. I haven't used any of them. So I guess streaming it would be pretty interesting though. Anyways, let's get to opening these. We'll do these first. Boom. Oh wait, so I forgot to put in sound. Hopefully that should be okay now. Boom, 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 boom. Next. I also have no idea what's in the banner right now. Like, last expansion, I was basically running pure Paladin because that deck is quite simply broken. Oh my gosh. The fact that it has a little bit of everything in it just makes it way too viable. Whether it's like medium or long game. I'm hoping that they break up that Paladin dominance, but this is just too much. Oh shoot, hey, Reno. Huh. Normally he was a... Was he a mage? He was a mage in the Galakron expansion. Was he a rogue? No. Okay. Let's see. So, Reno Lone Ranger. Battlecry, if your deck has no duplicates, empty the enemy board and limit it to 1 minion for a turn. It's high noon. Somewhere in the world. Wonder what its hero power is. Let's see. Da da da. Kind of like how they brought back Copy Priest. That could be interesting. I'm trying to remember some of my favorite memes from the community. I remember when there's a channel that would rank um, each card, whether I think it was either Kripparrian or Trump, and one of the memes would have been like pack filler because he knew those cards would never be used because they're like too high cost or the cost didn't justify them being in your deck. Alright. I hope the sound's okay. This is pretty good for Death Knight. Just building up those corpses. Downside it's that screen though. I used to play Death Knight a lot when it originally came out, because a lot of their blood Death Knight cards were straight up broken. Like, again, there was that card that, where you could just delete one card on the board, hand, and in the deck, and that would be highly disruptive. And then a lot of their other cards were pretty disruptive on the board, so long as you had enough corpses. It also was pretty nice to have like a bit of lifesteal in there too. Let's see. Oh, okay. I've seen this used a lot. I did a bit of casual play here and there just to get ready for this expansion, but yeah, it just seems like Paladin is really strong right now in spite of that. That said, I have seen a few decks use this coin mechanic where they spawn something called like a wishing well, and whenever they get a coin, they get like a legendary minion that costs 1. That well was just really annoying because it was like 4 health. Hey, second legendary. Oh, you know what? Let me get something on here. Slideshow, scene, text. I know there's an app that lets you track about like how many or what cards you still have in your deck. I might need to get that, but otherwise I generally have played enough Paladin to know what's in my deck and what isn't. Let's see. So legendaries. I think we're at 2 out of 50 for now. Let's see. Okay, more pack fillers. Nope. Overheal is a pretty nice mechanic for Priest. I know they're experimenting with it like last expansion or so. Or was it 2 expansions ago? Yeah. Honestly surprised they didn't put it in sooner, to be honest. This isn't that bad for Mage. 10 randomly split. Oh, well, if they can get the cost down, maybe. I'd rather just have a fireball, though. Oh, yeah. I believe another mechanic that they put in for Mage and Shaman was playing an elemental on each turn, and they would have cards that would boost their potency for each streak that you've gotten based on that. I think that's pretty cool. They flirted with elemental, Shaman, and Mage for a long time. Like going back to Angoro, or even before that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Jabberwock Shaman was a menace back in the day. Oh my gosh. The fact that you can make your own win condition with just like that Bloodsucker, and then there was another elemental which, when combined with the fact that you could make a copy of your Jabberwock, you could have infinite Jabberwocks that costed like 1. It was crazy. Still is if you see it in Wild. Okay. This is probably where my luck dries up. Rip me. They say that desire tends to mess with, how do I put it, with your luck. Like, the more you desire something, the less chance you're gonna get it. Or maybe that's more of a psychological thing. Want for nothing. Become empty. It will come when it will come. Be at peace with it. The fates are out of our hands. Hey, oh yeah, this was Cardo was talking about. Wishing well. Huge pain in the butt. 7 health. So annoying. Combine that with all the coin mechanics that Rogue gets, and it's just like, man, I wish I wasn't facing off against the RNG. Alright. It is what it is. Let the rain fall where it may. The universe is vast, and you are but a speck in it. Be humble, be kind. I have no idea what else to say at this point. I'm probably gonna dust like half of these though, depending on how this goes. Yeah, dust pile right there. I think I already have one of those too. Alright. Is that Warlock? Yeah, that's Warlock. Could be interesting. Excavate. I think I see where they're going with trying to make the games feel longer and stuff. But Excavate feels like it's going to take way too long for it to work. Unless you have multiple Excavate cards at low mana cost. I know. Oh, there we go. Update the tally. Your quest. Oh no, that's a spell, right? Yeah. Oh shoot, it's a paladin card too. Get 3 or get 8 3/2 bandits with bonus effects. Any that can't fit in your hand are summoned instead. So then the ideal to do is to have it when your hand is full then. I wonder what the mana cost on those would be then. 3? I put it. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. How's the Assassin's Creed go again? Like, nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Would you permit me to get another legendary game? Nothing lasts forever. In the cold November rain. Baby, you're gonna need some time. On your own. Ooh, baby, you're gonna need some time. On your own. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, this one's pretty good for Demon Hunter, though. Like, you can basically get 12 stats on the board if you have your hand configured right, which can't happen because of there's a lot of cards that Demon Hunter has where it lets you discover or add outcast cards to either side of your hand. I have one that's the legendary, as well as the common, which lets you discover one. So that's pretty nice. Too bad it isn't tradable, though. Another one. Okay. Who knows, maybe I'll try Rogue this expansion, based on what I got. Another Paladin card. Two left. Oh yeah. Last one. All legendaries. Oh my gosh, my odds were actually below par. Interesting. 3 legendaries per 50 packs. I'm kind of surprised that the pity counter didn't pop in. What? Let me just get like one more. That is so strange. I guess the desire counter really is real. Wanted a bit too much. Alright, after this, I gotta save up for the mini set. Ah, there we go. Huh. Oh. It's pretty good. Let me just update this tally. Thank you, pity counter. Still a little bit below par, but you know what? I'll take it. 4 out of 51, damn. Oh well. So let's see if I can improve my Paladin deck. From what I've seen, Quick Draw is a pretty nice mechanic, not gonna lie. Mainly because... well, actually, is there any drawback to it now that I think about it? It's big risk, but also big reward if you can get your deck set up properly. Can I organize it by... Yeah, there we go. How do I do it by... Yeah, there we go. I wonder if that's worth it. Living Horizon. Costs 1 less for each other card in your hand. Kind of like Mount... No. There's a giant that has that same ability. I wonder if it's in here. Wait, what? This is a neutral legendary? Okay, what is... Interesting. Very interesting. I also got these just through leveling, so no big deal about that. Alright, let me just get rid of that. I remember that there was another card just like this. Shaman had one from Schoolomance. I can't remember if Mage had something similar. We just keep doing cards. Priest has Miracle Priest variations, of course. Hmm. It's pretty good though, considering I got most of the legendaries, or like most of the cards for Priest. I can always disenchant if need be. Yeah, this card is basically just Mountain Giant. Not too sure if that's worth it. Is there anything here which can replace anything here then? Personally, I would do for another buff card. Or maybe something to replace Muster for battle. It seems for Paladin they want to make it like have a lot of cards in your hand. This one's pretty good if I need to draw like more buff spells. Downside is that it's 2 mana already. If you have one mana, that'd be worth it. Like I'd immediately use that and replace like Righteous Protector with it. But because it isn't, kind of makes it hard to justify. Is this better than Crusader Aura then? I don't really need Lifesteal though. This could be pretty good offensive holy spell, and it has synergy with Garden's Grace. But does it justify it? This works well too, because I can use this to combo with my other like holy spells, but man, I just don't think it justifies it. This is good against like early game rush. Like any aggro decks basically. But again, there's nothing here that really replaces anything in this Paladin setup. Maybe they made it too strong. Ah, well. What to do? Do I need this card? Each time you cast a spell, transform this into a copy of it. So they tried this variation before, notably with when Rogue had its Death Knight. So that was really, really useful for when you had Kingsbane Rogue back in the day with kobolds. That deck was also a menace on ladder just due to how annoying it was to play against. Like, if you couldn't get rid of your cards in time, you would essentially just burn everything. Just burn it all to the ground, basically. Well, not too much to do right now, so let's try a few rounds of ranked. Challenges are here. Do I want this? Nah. Hey, there we go. And I have that challenge too. Okay. Let's try this out. Try maybe like 1 or 2 games. It depends on how fast things go. I'd prefer... Oh, Let's see. I don't want this right now. This can stay. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, nice. Mana curve. So my main goal with this Paladin deck is just to maintain board control. Ah, come on. Okay, put this down and then coin into Muster for Battle. I don't want him to, or I don't want my opponent to gain too much. Wait, oh my gosh. I forgot to switch it back to ranked. Whoops. Yeah, but the goal here is to get rid of this because I don't want my opponent to get too much health. Because then it makes it way harder to kill them. They're already starting at 35 health too. So you don't want to waste too much time. Really? I can't really force anything. But Muster for Battle would probably be the best choice here. Ah, that's annoying. Dude, end your turn. There's nothing you can... Oh, I hope you're okay, dude. Hopefully it's not lag. Let's just do this, get some minions on the board. Then combine that into this. And then, at worst, use this. All depends on what they have in their hand. I guess another thing too, I've never played WoW before. Which makes me getting into Hearthstone being a little bit, baffling in my eyes. That said, you don't need to understand World of Warcraft to really understand how to play this game. So that widely broadened its appeal, I think. Like getting to a more casual audience. The other advantage of Hearthstone back in the day was like, it was one of the first to... What kind of trade was that? Why? Anyways, it was like one of the first mobile trading card games, especially one produced in the West. Since then, there's been like Marvel Snap, which again was made by Ben Bro. There was Gwent. There's Magic the Gathering Online. There was Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, no, Yu-Gi-Oh's Eastern, so I guess that doesn't count. Yeah, but just a lot of different games going on. So it's a lot more of a competitive space. So that also means that like Hearthstone can't really rest on its laurels anymore. Let's just do this for now. Make a menace. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Okay. And then Crusader Aura next turn to give all of my guys a bit of a buff. Really hope this guy doesn't have... Okay, that's fine. Still fine. This is the problem with Mage at the moment. Just due to the amount of cards that they're able to draw straight up. Yeah, I can roll with this. Even if he gets rid of this dude, I still have these dudes over here. And then... Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So probably best to reorder my deck and then hope. Because then I'll get my buff card and then the Countess right after. Unless I get it now. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Countess here. And then I should get my... The Horn should be up next. The 6 mana card. And that's all fine and all. So that card then into Countess on turn 7. that should be okay. I'm just worried about... That's his second excavate card. Hmm. And then another discover card. Yeah. This was actually one of the biggest issues with Hearthstone. Like around... Was it Ongoro? Yeah. Where basically there are too many discover based cards, and that made it really difficult for pro players to really count for anything, just due to the amount of randomness that was introduced into the game. And I believe X Credits or another video game channel talked about that sort of stuff, about how randomness or like RNG can be great fun because you sort of create, like, how do I put it, a chain of events that somehow enables a person to win, and that's great for the person winning, but for the person who's losing, it feels unfair and really takes the fun out of it. Because, like, you didn't make that combo. The game set that up for you. Oh no. Do I take the risk? Let's just try. Okay, yeah. What are the odds? Wait, what are the odds of that? Hold on. That card is honestly pretty broken, on par with Counterspell. What were the odds of that happening? Okay, so Mage has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different secrets right now. So 1/3 chance, basically, because he can't have a duplicate. Damn. Really? Really? Ugh. Let's try one more. Standard, pure paladin. Let's go. I would like to stream this game a little bit more later, just to like try out Battlegrounds, because I've been playing a lot more of that recently compared to regular Hearthstone. And yeah, Battlegrounds basically divided the community between those who, how put it, want to have fun versus those who don't. Great times with that. Alright. I don't need you. I don't think I need you yet. And this is Hunter, so they're gonna rush me down. I'll probably pop this on turn 2. Okay. I'll play this on like turn 5. No, that's not worth it. There we go. What else did I follow in the Hearthstone community? I remember there were a bunch of different animated channels which were kind of nice. Raunchy, especially. That was a good time. I hope he's still employed by Blizzard, but I also hope he isn't burnt out. Raunchy had some great animations, not just for Hearthstone, but for, I believe, WoW and other games. Good dude. He'll be soon, alright. I remember I didn't read this card properly once and accidentally wiped out my whole field by accident. I thought it targeted my opponent's cards only. Turns out it killed all my cards instead. Fun times with that. What you got? Huh. I swear they made a different version of that card. I guess they made it like a reprint, but it's like slightly worse now. Let's try this. I gotta put in pressure. So it looks like he's probably got a combo with arcane spells. So when my health drops low enough, it'll just like all come at once. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. What you got? Oh no. Okay. Please run out of cards. Okay. Oh no. Okay, that's not too bad. If I do this... need to get rid of those lynxes. That was 7 damage right there, I believe. That's okay. That's okay. Can still use the muster for battle, and then buff up one of my dudes. Okay. Yeah, let's use this now. I have pretty good advantage because I can pop down my Countess next turn, and on the board right now I have this. So unless he has that poison card again. Really? Oh no. Just completely refilled his hand. That's bad. What if I should have gone... No, it would have been the same result anyway. Okay. I really don't like seeing that many cards. That's bad. I'll have to count on the invitations to save me, basically. Really? Oh shoot, yeah, this person's building up a lot of arrows now. Oh shoot, yeah. This one's not bad, but this one has more health. I don't really gain armor though, so that's kind of weird. I do like this one though, because I can basically use it to take control of an enemy minion, but I don't know if I have that sort of luxury. Let's try this, and then... Okay, yeah. So let's try these two. And then I'll save one for later. Okay. So hopefully this locks down my opponent, and it'll enable this to survive for next turn, and I can just go face. Oh, that's bad. Do you have enough? Why are you drawing, though? You're gonna overdraw. You're still locked down, so... Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Probably would have been safe to play my Odin last turn, but oh well. I just realized I could have gone this guy if I played a bit more aggressively. Yeah, let's go with that. This person's almost out of cards, but they're all arrows, which is very scary. Does he have 24 damage, though? Please don't have 24. Okay. 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 Sure. 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 Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. I just need like one minion to survive. Please be out of cards. You wasted so many on that. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the right move. Just gotta keep up the pressure. Almost dead. As long as it, even if this person has taunt, I can get rid of it. Yeah, there's no way this person has enough arrows. I could also just let fatigue kill them too. Okay, you gonna attack? Yeah, I can roll with this. Hey, we ball. I'll play, dude. And see ya. Oh. So I've only reached Legend one time. About like 2 summers ago. Oh boy. Those were very interesting circumstances, that's for sure. And mainly because like it was over COVID, so I had a lot of free time over the summer. It's also like such a hot summer too, barely could do anything outside. It's just the alignment of a bunch of events, I'd say. Yeah. Oh, you know what? So right now we are 1 for 1. We could honestly try on that, but I think this game already found an opponent. I should probably post out what deck I'm using. It's not an exact pure paladin because I was missing a few cards and I didn't want to craft them, so instead I put in these bronze explorers. Fun times. So I don't need you. And the rest of you can stay. This is pretty, yeah, this works. I have curve. No, what do you got? Nope. Okay. Oh my gosh, this curve. Nice. So what I've seen in terms of WoW lore mostly comes from, I guess, all of the reactions to Shadowlands. Like Pint and there's another animator who chronicled his stuff. Can't remember the name at the moment though. But yeah, most of the memes I know are in relationship to the WoW exodus that happened 2.5 years ago, basically. Wild time. But regardless, I just hope people find games that they're happy with. Games that, you know, make them happy and stuff. Let's go with Amalgam. Hopefully this guy lives. Because otherwise I don't really have much to combo with. Please let it live. It's just a little guy. Yeah, just gain that armor. Sure. Yeah, that can live. I don't really have a board, so I can't really use Crusader Aura just yet. Yeah, let's fill up the board a little bit more. Do that. I gotta tear off as much armor as possible anyway. And by doing this, I have enough to do Crusader Aura next turn. And then that'll decrease the cost on this too. Convenience. Yeah, I will also say Blizzard's music is kind of underrated at times. They're normally well known for like their what's called cinematic trailers and stuff. But I think their music department needs a little bit more cred. Really? Oh, this is bad. If I do this, I take 6 damage and wipe the board. But I could also do this and then take out some of the other parts of their board. Yeah, there we go. That's alright. Downside is that this guy's gonna die. I basically lost my only board clear for a while. But it's better than taking like, what's it, 8 plus 6, 14 damage to face. I don't have healing. Oh, come on. Let's do this into this. And now I pray. I really need to get my Countess soon, but I don't have any card draw at the moment. Meanwhile, that dude's got like 9 cards in hand. So, why would he place Bladestorm there? Why? What are you doing, my dude? That was such a waste of that card. he's gonna get 10. Yeah, he's totally got a 10. Do this for now. I gotta put pressure on that. And then... I gotta conserve. If he doesn't kill this, I can literally just go for lethal next turn. Because... Okay. Oh, no. So this will give me... Oh, come on. Sure. Of course you kill that. This is looking pretty dire, not gonna lie. Let's see what we got. Oh, there you are. Do I go aggressive? If I don't go aggressive, he's just gonna outdo me, I think. Send Countess and Prey. I get something good with my 1 Discover. The thing about the legendaries is that... Oh no. That's not good. Really? Yeah, Patchwork's the answer here. Yeah, but the thing about legendaries nowadays is that they have a very specialized role. Rather than just being generally good, like Cthulhu back in the day, nowadays they're mostly there to act as combo material, especially if they're class specific. So I believe there's certain paladin cards that were like that. There was one where it converted your secrets back into minions. Yeah. Oh no, not this. I wish I had my AoE card. Yeah, I just really wasn't able to get this dude's health down in time. Let's try this. Can I get a spell? These are all bad. If I went with this card, I think it would benefit that opponent more than it would hurt them. I only have 11 health too. I hope. Okay. Yeah, this just isn't enough. I have that taunt up, and now this opponent has a weapon. Yeah, there we go. Pretty sure that's game. Jeez. Yeah, I just couldn't keep up in the long game. Oh well. 1 for 2. So 50%? That's alright. So that's the end of that. I'm hoping I can try a bit more later, especially when it comes down to battlegrounds or arenas, just because I haven't had too much experience in arenas. And let me show you my battlegrounds rating. Boom, 6K. So I was an absolute mess on battlegrounds back in the day. I can't remember what my highest rating was, but I've never gone below 5K basically in each season. And yeah, I've pretty much maxed out all of those season rewards. I just wish they had more stuff for the free players. Like, ever since they introduced those battle passes, it's just been, I just wish there could have been more for free players. I do appreciate how often they've updated the game and keep it fresh. That's quite refreshing. But anyways, that's the end of that stream. I'm gonna be taking my first break on Saturday, which, how do I put it? Maybe I'll do a double stream on Friday instead, or an extra long stream. I just have some other business to take care of on that date. It's already been 4 weeks since I started streaming. It was a pretty rough start, and there's definitely things I wish could have gone better. Like, it's not easy talking in front of an audience of none, you know? But you just gotta keep going at it. Keep trying to make yourself appealing. Find whatever adjustments you can make. Like, I know my audio wasn't the best at the beginning, but I've been trying to upgrade my settings, trying to learn about OBS and how to, you know, properly get my video quality up. It was only like last week where I found I could change my bit rate so that my quality was no longer in 360 pixels. It was now at least in 1080. Yeah. Just so many things I've learned, and maybe I'll make... Actually, yeah, for sure, I'll make a stream just based on everything that I've learned so far in my first month. Because if you're not given the time to reflect on your actions, you're basically at risk of making the same mistakes over and over and over. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a good night.